Hi, how are you? Yes, welcome to Professor Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters. Are you a new recruit? Yes, well, today I will be enrolling you into the school. Have you already had your tour? Yes, it's very impressive. Who did you have your tour with? Storm. Oh, wow, yes, she really looks after us around here. She is very much a mother figure and so powerful as well, but so kind at the same time. Anyway, let me just have you were you scouted by the professor himself? Yes. Yeah, he is actually at work in Cerebro behind us at the moment, and you will meet him. But this is why we're outside here. I'm just doing a little bit of work today, and we're just going to have to be a bit quiet because the other students, and obviously Professor X is in Cerebro at the moment, and he does not want to be hear us or anything. So we are gonna disturbed. He does not want to be disturbed. Although the professor himself is very kind as well. So yeah, I'm just going to pull up your information that we have so far. So yeah, Professor X did find you on Cerebro. Yes. Wow. And so how was life before this? Were your parents okay with you being a mutant? They were, and they helped you seek out this place. That's great. I can assure you, we really will look after you here, no matter what sort of trauma you may have because of your powers or anything you've had to go through. We will help you train and use those powers for the greater good, because the overall principle at the Professor's School is we want mutants and humans to coexist, and we don't see ourselves as a superior race. And we do work closely alongside the Avengers and different superhero teams. Yes, anyway, I think your file is nearly going up. Have you do you know much about the X-Men, and was this your first point of call once you decided, or found out rather, that you had mutant powers? It was. Wow. Okay. Not a problem. So, can I just get your name, please? Okay, brilliant. Do you have a code name that you'd like to use? Yeah, okay, yeah, we do have a lot of code names around here. Storm is obviously Aurora Monroe, Rogue is Anne-Marie, we have Gambit, Remy LeBeau, Wolverine, Logan. So yeah, we just find it a bit easier, and it's just a bit easier to go by here. It's kind of like a new start, if you like. Okay, that's a really cool code name. Yeah, that's really great. What are my powers? Yeah, well, I'm basically able to generate force fields, and I can telekinetically use the force fields to make myself fly and other such, and use them as powerful blasts in battle. But I'm more to do with the admin here. That is my strength, and I also teach in the danger room. Did you see the danger room when you started on your tour? You did, yes. So we will do training in there, but that doesn't come unless you want to be a actual member of the X-Men, which we do go onto the field and help planetary threats and whatnot, planetary and local threats and crime. So if that is something you're interested in, but we don't tend to push people that way until we know they can use their powers correctly, and if the powers fit for that role. But there's so many roles you could take up here anyway. Okay, brilliant. So now I'm going to ask you a few questions. So basically, you have something called the X gene, and you are a mutant. Yes, so you're very, very safe in this establishment. We are all mutants here, and Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters is a predominantly a school for only mutants, somewhere we can be ourselves and not feel judged by the humanity if they don't quite understand, or if we have any physical differences to the rest of humanity, then everyone can fit in here. We have Nightcrawler, who is obviously blue. So let me just ask you a bit of history of your powers. When did you first notice that you might have powers? It could be like the smallest thing. Okay, that is quite young. Okay, yeah, is much more acceptable to be a mutant now. So yeah, until you're ready to come, that's not a problem. Okay, that's great. Have you? Would you say you have any trauma related to your powers or anything that might have happened? Okay, yeah, I feel that with a lot of the youngsters, the mutant youngsters, we don't. Our powers are much linked to our emotions, and by accident things can happen. So you do not feel judged here. There's some, really sad cases of how people have actually found their powers. But we assure you, we will look after you, and we'll get to the root of it, and we can help you move on. Great. Okay, so what experience have you got using your powers? Do you use them a lot? Have you used them? Do you feel like you have a great understanding? No. Okay. That's exactly what we're actually going to do here for you, okay? So I'm writing all this down just so we have a little database and we can track your progress, okay? Brilliant. So, what exactly are your powers? Or if you don't know, then we will do some tests and we can see. So you're a telepath, yeah, like Professor himself. Did you hear Professor when he reached out to you in Cerebro? Yes. So you're telekinetic, a telepath? Okay, wow. We have some very, very strong telepaths here at the school. We have Emma Frost, who does lessons in telepathy. She's strict, she's firm but fair, but you will meet Emma. But I assure you she is a great teacher. Just look out for what she wears though. She can be a bit extra. Yes, that's Emma Frost. You'll probably be having lessons with her. So is anything else linked to that? Can you access the astral plane? No, that's fine. That is something you maybe learn with magic or Psylocke here. That's not a problem. Or the Professor himself. Do you possess any magic at all? Not that you know of. Okay, that's no problem. Yeah, we have chaos magic users here. We have Wiccan. We have Scarlet Witch, who you might have heard of. She is a member of the Avengers. Yeah, some things have happened to her before, but she's on the straight and narrow now. Yeah, she's great. Yeah, she's a very good friend of mine. So yes, we do have magic users here as well, but we also send them over to Doctor Strange. We have kind of a cross promotional thing, if you like, cross education. Awesome. So mostly telepathic abilities. Yes, great. With telepaths, we are very, very. We have to be very secure, and we have to do a lot of tests, just to make sure that you are suitable and like you're not going to control everyone's brains here to do something awful, which I'm sure you're not. But that is what happens at a mutant school sometimes, guys. So, but we do have some very, very strong telepaths here who will help you master that control. Great. It all sounds very exciting. I hope you get on here, and we look forward to having you. Anyway, so I'm just going to run you through a few things that you might have to do at the X Mansion here. So, like I said, we have the Danger Room, and this is where you'll train in field combat if there's something you are interested in. You'll usually be training with Cyclops and Wolverine, who are a little bit more assault-based kind of powers, and yeah, that's the kind of people we tend to recruit on our team. So the X-Men team at the moment, the gold team, is Wolverine, Cyclops, Magic, Jean, and I think Polaris is on there as well at the moment, and they're all very good friends of mine, and they're all very kind. Polaris, she's very good because you are telekinetic, aren't you? She does have control of magnetism, but she will definitely help you with that, and because yeah, that is a very hard thing to learn. Not a lot of telepaths actually have telekinetic abilities as well. So I'll just write that down. I'll put a note in here. Maybe Polaris can help you with that. Jean's actually out on the field a lot at the moment, so she doesn't teach, but I can get you in contact with her because she is one of our strongest telepaths. Very, very strong. Do you know magic? Yeah, Ileana Rasputin, she will teach us if we have any magic users here. She is also great. She is the Queen of Limbo, but there you go. Oh, okay. So your parent was an Avenger? Wow, okay, awesome. Would you mind telling me which one? Amazing. So no wonder they sent you here. They know, yeah, we do work with them. X-Men Avengers have worked closely in the past, and we intend to in the future as well. So yeah, we have Cerebro. We only really Professor is the only one to use Cerebro. Emma does sometimes, and also Jean does, but it is very hard to control, and we'd rather our older, more experienced students use it. Maybe if they're part of the X-Men team. Anyway, so at the X-Mansion at the school, you have your own room, and you might have to share. And if you decide to share, that's absolutely fine, because we don't want anyone to feel uncomfortable. But if you make a friends here, which you definitely are going to, you will you have the option to share with them if that makes you feel more. Yeah, and you have the usual summer holidays, which you can go and see your parents. Your parents are always allowed here. It's not like that, we're not going to take you away from your parents, and I'm sure they wouldn't want that, and they wouldn't have sent you here anyway. But obviously, them being Avengers, it might be quite helpful. Yes, of course. Brilliant. So, like I said, we have high security here. So, although we deal with a lot of evil schemes and plots and planetary threats, you don't have to worry. We have very, very strong security here, and a lot of powerful mutants. So yes, Storm actually acts as our head teacher at the moment. Professor X is more into his scientific research at the moment, psychology rather. And so Storm has actually taken over, and she is just a great head teacher, and I honestly don't know anyone better, to be fair, than Storm to actually continue the school, which is great. So yeah, as usual, you'll be having usual lessons. Storm herself will teach history and geography, so that is great. I think Cyclops will teach math, and yeah, a few other teachers to do the normal kind of lessons you'd be doing at school. And a lot of our X-Men here are actually trained in. They are trained, and they have degrees to train you in normal topics. To be fair, that is something we value above everything else, is a normal education, as well as learning how to use your mutant powers. What we will have to do is run a few tests, and it'll just be like going to the school nurse, and I think Jean usually does this. Might be Jean or Psylocke today. Just to test the upper limits of your powers. We have what we say like a scale of mutants. So a mega level mutant like Jean herself, she will have no upper limit to her power. So especially when she was possessed by the Phoenix this time, which is completely not her fault. Yeah, that was scary. But these things do happen in the world we live in. Yeah, her powers will have no upper limit. So God knows how powerful it can be, really. Someone like Magneto, who's the master of magnetism, has a limit, but it's very powerful. So let's say level 5, you can control anything metal and do anything with it. You can manipulate it any way to a molecular level. So yeah, you being a telepath, you're probably very high up there already. So I'm just going to make sure we run some vigorous tests on you. Nothing painful, literally. I just want to know, just so you can control it. And if we need to put any psychic barriers in place, just for now, if you're having a hard time, it's absolutely fine. And only if you agree to. It might be easier on you. That is something we can do, but we try not to. So yeah, so those are a few of our things we'll be doing here to start with. Lunch times are at midday, and you also have more time off every weekend to do what you can. We also do extracurricular activities like sports and stuff. And if you do want to be part of the Xmen, and I can imagine you do, your parents being Avengers, then you can go through that training. We do have like sort of a certain curriculum and level to get up to that point because we do need you to remain safe. We understand that some people might want to fight for the good of the planet, but we really do need to make sure you are capable and no one's going to get hurt, and vice versa, you're not going to hurt anyone else. Okay? Brilliant. So I think Professor X is probably nearly done in Cerebro. So what I'm going to do is just to upload your file so all the other teachers can see this file, and they will have a little lowdown from you. But yeah, we're very, very pleased to have you here. And it's very exciting that your parents are Avengers as well. I heard they're off at the moment in space. Yeah, wow, Jesus. But yeah, no, they're very kind people and very strong, and I'm sure they will keep the planet safe, as they have done many, many times before, and we have helped. So, yes, although we live in a time with a lot of threats, we are much more equipped now to deal with it. The mutant X gene itself, I think, is a natural thing because there is these threats becoming now, and we have to scale up, and we kind of have to oppose these threats with something, and nuclear weapons are just not the way forward, I don't think, although some mutants are powerful as a nuclear weapon, you know, so. But anyway, anything you need whilst you're at the this Professor Xavier's School for Gifted Children, then just let me know. Yes, I do have an email, but I will be around all the time in any of the offices. So anyway, I'm going to send you off to your first class, and this is not really anything crazy. It's just going to be getting to know each other and a little bit more what we're going to do here. So yeah, but now I've got all your information. You can move on, and I hope you have a really good time, and we're so pleased to have you here. Thank you.